Welcome to Loleventvods. Watch the full game of today's LTA 2025 matchup.
To figure out like what the all-time record was of Kobe in show matches versus the all-time record that Azael has in show matches.
Yeah.
It's not a very long history.
Okay.
It's a long time ago. Kobe won his last show match in 2019. It was a Rift Rivals former pro player show match where NA beat EU. Let's go.
Okay.
Before that, it was a Canadian versus USA 2018 show match.
I casted that one.
Where I was on a team with Azael and we smacked Kobe around.
You guys slaughtered that one. I remember being really sad about that one as a USA guy. That was not a great time. But okay, so we're in here. Technically, the names of the teams are Team Azael is Team Draven, Team Kobe is Team Darius. The teams are just banning out random nonsense champions. You're not allowed to actually ban the Noxian champions. The Noxian champ pool is somewhere between like 15 and 20 champs. It's not very big. So if they were eliminating 10 of those, we'd kind of be in a tough spot.
We would be.
Just banning some random stuff.
You can play both Draven and Samir. We should pick LB, no?
Yeah, pick LeBlanc.
Pick LeBlanc.
You can go 4-5 with Mbessa, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play like Darius if they take Mbessa, right? It's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah. Wait, is Darius open? Is he our professional?
Yeah.
Noxus.
Noxus. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're good at Darius, right?
No, I'm gonna first time him.
I mean, Mel is cool. Sniper picks that right away, and it's because Team Azael and the tryhards decided to stop Sniper from being able to play Riven. Yeah, so we'll see.
That's so dirty, man. They take the Riven. Okay, so Kobe's team has Mel and it has LeBlanc. So I actually think that this pick here, Inspired going Rel, this also feels super tryhard to me because this is like the only real support in the pool.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember the exact list of the champions off the top of my head. We don't have that little graphic, so you guys watching at home, just rewind and go screenshot that so you can see. But Rel's the only real support.
Yeah. And that'll be interesting. LeBlanc is potentially the support for Team Darius.
What's it go?
Like
Who's
X-Flash?
biscuits or something? X-Flash. X-Flash.
Yeah.
Cosmic and X-Flash. Yeah.
Do you want to play Elise or
take
no?
the CDR rune? The CDR?
I can. I mean, we'll see. I think if Young wants to play Riven top, there will be something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Non-scaling.
I'm either between Riven or Cassio.
Font of Life, I assume,
So we'll
not
see.
Shield play, Shield Bash?
I mean, Pro Boys like Demolish because the lane
Can you show me the champs again?
Just
I don't have them. Wait,
Azael.
you have, wait, I have them, I think.
What?
So it's Mordekaiser from AP and Elise, right?
But
there's
more
champions on this list than on that one.
Yeah.
Elise is in because it's the
You have
cinematic.
Elise, Katarina, LeBlanc, Kled, Samir,
No,
Rel,
from
Riven, Mel,
jungle, from
Mordekaiser.
jungle.
Mordekaiser Elise.
It's Mordekaiser
Talon,
Elise.
Talon,
Nice.
Elise, Briar,
Oh, Briar?
Mordekaiser,
Do you call him Briar? Mordekaiser
Briar?
Elise.
I don't
I think
know.
it's Mordekaiser Elise and Sion between these three. I
Mordekaiser,
should
Melon
figure.
style. Bro, look at the
You're playing against Yon in the top
Oh my
lane.
god.
I don't want to hear it from you.
That guy is really bad
need
at
to
top.
make
I don't want to hear it from you. No excuses.
Sorry, Fudge.
If I see you not up like 20 CS by the first like 8 minutes of the
Oh my
game,
God.
I'm gonna be like mad.
Sniper, Mbessa.
Yeah, Vesta's good. Yeah, Vesta's chill. Got you.
Yeah!
My fault, bro. My fault.
Mbessa.
Kobe, I can
It's a family matter over on
Yes.
Team Darius. We've got Mbessa and Mel on the same side. Let's see what Team Draven wants to respond with here. We're assuming that they've got their top laner and their two bottom laners. I'm not going to 100% say any roles are locked in because it's a show match and one team is entirely top laners. I don't exactly know where some of the champions could end up going, but it does look like Azael's team is kind of a tryhard comp.
And you know, there's another word for tryhards. It's successful or winners. So I'm not completely against them going for this. There was some rumblings before the game about lane swaps because Sion is available.
You're playing Mordekaiser anyway, no?
I guess.
We were talking about Mordekaiser the whole time. What are we saying? Mordekaiser is so good this game.
It's so good.
What are my roots? Shut up. What are my roots? What are my roots?
A lane swap in a show match feels like it just goes against the principles of League of Legends. All right, final pick here is Katarina is locked in for Azael's squad. Let's see. Kobe, what's it going to be? What's our last pick of the draft? Here for our Noxus show match.
I just love how loud Kobe was being.
He's into it, man.
I could basically hear him through the headset. Also, we got Odie over here, the star of the LLA, coming over online gaming as well, in the stands to watch Licorice. And we got Mordekaiser.
Okay, Mordekaiser. I didn't know. I thought Mordekaiser was from the Shadow Isles.
So, listen. I don't know, man.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you're not like a lore expert, because I am definitely not.
Yeah. There's been debates about whether or not Elise was available. She was on the graphic, but clearly they handshook and said they don't think Elise is Noxus. Otherwise, surely they would have jungled it. And, you know,
So
we got Mordekaiser.
is Kobe playing jungle Mordekaiser?
It's good, actually. Of all the champions they pick, Mordekaiser's easily the best jungler.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, none of this other stuff is jungling. Yeah, I'm not exactly a believer in the jungle LeBlanc.
So Kobe's actually going to jungle against Inspired.
Wow.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it is Sion, I mean, it's not a great jungler.
But it's still Inspired, who is a great jungler. So it's the guy who took Gen G to 5 games.
Kobe does have a gold medal in League of Legends.
Yes.
Yes.
World Cyber Games. It's a bit of a.
It was beyond the game.
It's lost to time for most fans who were not around back then. But it is true.
If you didn't know,
you know
he
now.
was a founding member of Counterlogic Gaming.
Yep.
He attended the Season 1 World Championship.
Played that Amumu.
As a substitute, got to play in a game as well.
Yep.
Stole Baron, and has a gold medal in League of Legends. Azael only has gold medals in World of Warcraft.
He also has 2 NPCs in the game named after him, so...
That's a different game, though! It doesn't count!
Okay, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. We're here to play some League of Legends, damn it, and we're going to see which one of these guys is better at doing just that. Will it be Team Draven for Azael and his team of players that specialize in different roles?
Yeah.
Or will it be Team Darius and Kobe and all of those top laners? Let's see, where is Azael? Okay, Azael is opting, again, for the try-hard strategy.
He is.
He's playing support. He's going to be the facilitator. We got XU in mid on the Katarina. This is a champion that I think is fun to watch, but obviously you just never get to see it in pro because it's not a champion designed for a coordinated environment.
Yep. But you know how messy these show matches can get.
Yeah.
The last one we did had JoJo dying 19 times.
Yeah, I remember that now. That was quite a lot.
That was really a precursor for what was to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know it at the time.
You die 19 times and then you go to Europe.
Yeah.
It's truly a
Don't go to
dangerous
Worlds.
pipeline. It's truly dangerous. All right, so let's see how this shakes out here. Fudge versus XU in the mid lane. Sven versus Surdy bottom side here in our 80 carry battle of Samira versus Draven. Samira's another one. Did not know she was from Noxus.
Yeah.
I was initially worried when we saw the list of these champions that there was only one marksman and one support. So if one team got Draven Rel, the other team just insta-lose.
Yeah. One team probably could have just taken both of them and just thrown one top lane. So it seems
Like,
like
all right, whatever.
that would have been a nice strat. Also, this is, as you can see, the map's a different hue. This is Noxus.
Yeah.
Right? This is the new season. If you haven't been playing it, definitely check it out. We have Feats of Strength. This current version of Feats of Strength has First Blood being one of the feats, First Turret being another feat, or first to 3 objectives, which takes a while. You need to get all 3 grubs for it to count as an objective as well, so that's usually the last one that'll trigger.
First Blood, obviously the one that is the point of most contention for a lot of players because it's the most volatile one, right? First Turret and first 3 objectives both require a lot of team play, but First Blood can be really crazy, especially when you've got like Draven and Samira in there.
Super quick. Azael, I'm curious to see if he tries to make any plays. Again, he's just up against Mel, who he has probably seen the ability preview for, but has yet to play against in-game.
Right.
So you never really know what's going to happen when he's up against that.
Of course, the big thing with Mel is the rebuttal, the W, right? Reflect the spell back at your opponent. So we'll get to see, hopefully we get some awesome moves from that, but no, it's Fudge! Nearly taking XU out, but he drinks his potion in time. You got to drink your potions, and XU holds on. Now back in the bottom lane, 30 has the class away, and Inspired has made his way into the bottom lane. 30 is decimated, he's eviscerated, he's deleted, and Team Draven strikes first.
Sven gets the First Blood as well. That's the First Blood feat of strength going over to Cloud9. You can't say welcome to the LCS, Surdy. I mean, it's great that he's in the LCS, but now he's played Draven in a show match.
Of course you can't say welcome to the LCS. It's the LTA. Welcome to the LTA, Surdy.
This is going to be a struggle.
Yeah, we have to unlearn a decade of learning right now. So we can work on this together, my friend.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I just did it. Yo, you saw that punch. Punch, you saw that punch. Yeah! You got yo, question mark, you dog. Oh, no, I'm not going to say that, actually.
Sniper with the solo kill top lane.
I actually think Sniper is going to play a lot of Ambessa in the LTA.
Yeah.
Just, it seems really to be his style of champion. He loves to be able to scrap early. He loves those kind of AD, somewhat bruiserish picks. So, Jan definitely up for a tall task, taking Riven away and then going up against Ambessa for Sniper.
I mean, it's a resourceless, aggressive champion that has a lot of mobility. It's kind of just like Riven again. So I agree with you 100%. I'm excited to see him specifically on this champion once we get into the actual stage matches in LTA. But right now, it's up to Jan to just hide inside his turtle shell, try to defend here a little bit. For a second, I didn't realize the CS was overlapped a little bit with the picture at the bottom, and I thought Riven had 2 CS to 20. I was about to be really worried for Jan.
That would have been a bit worse. Just a bit worse. One of those games, but no, Jan's able to get a few CS. It'll get a little tricky for him, though. Sniper's playing very aggressively. I don't think Inspired, even though he did manage to manufacture First Blood with the Jungle Scion, is not really going to be able to gank the Ambessa that often.
Right. It's a little tricky. We also haven't seen a whole lot out of our boy Cook. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no. Sniper's going in forward again. Jan down to 100 HP, but he does survive. But Kobe is making his way up with the level 4 Mordekaiser. Fudge again, putting XU underneath that turret. As Inspired will once more look to the bottom lane.
Sturdy's
the
no flash.
Flash from Azael, looking for the Shattering Strike, and he behind Sturdy, jumps right back on top of him, and Sven claims another one.
Azael's having a really good time.
Yes.
He is just sitting under turret, and then when Inspired says, I'm around, he engages.
The Rel Dream.
It's actually how you play League of Legends, but it's just, I'd love to play for Inspired, is all I'm saying.
He's a pretty good jungler.
He's a good player. He's a good player.
He's a pretty good jungler. Okay, so Inspired off to a great start down here in the bottom lane. It is a 2-1 game favoring Team Draven. However, Team Darius is up in gold, and a big part of that is the farm lead that you see up there in the top lane and the mid lane combined.
True.
Both solo lanes are kind of smurfing here for Team Darius.
Very true. I mean, there was a time when Fudge did actually play mid lane professionally. Yeah. So, if you remember back, that was 2022 Spring Split Cloud9, when they had a different top laner who is no longer in the LCS or the LTA. But XU trying to make Kobe's life hard as he's on Grubs, and Kobe's all alone.
XU, level 6, does have the download, but he's got to be careful because Sniper has already gone in on the Ambessa, and he's taken no prisoners. Jan tries to get out. XU is already dead. Sven's ready to join the fight now as Kobe's going to be cut down.
We kill.
Okay. Oh my God.
Vamos! They didn't get a single grab either.
4-2 game, Team Draven.
How did Jan not die in all of that?
Calculated.
The extra shields coming in. I was all ready to give Kobe a bunch of credit for ganking by starting the Grubbies, but he is unable to secure them, and it looks like all 3 of these Grubbies are going to be going over to FlyQuest for their first of their 3 objectives.
Feels good for them as Licorice has to try to get out of town here. Did want to shoot out a little bit of damage, try to find Jan, but not enough. Wanted to use the rebuttal and
Got him?
Okay. All right. Wait, hold on. Azael scrapping with Fudge here a little bit, but I don't know if he wants to take that fight down to the bottom lane. Surdy's got XU underneath the turret at the same time, looking to take him down. Finds the kill on that one while back up in top side. Fudge is going to be low now as Jan shoots the wind flash from the wall. Inspired, trying to find a little bit more damage here as he makes his way back in the fight, but Sniper is also locking these guys up, diving right back in. They got to be careful on Team Draven and find their exit. Team Darius nearly with a 1,000 gold lead.
So far, very happy with the way this show match is going. We have high amounts of action, and Kobe's team, Team Darius, really staying in it mainly through just having strong farms. So even if the fights don't seem to be completely going their way, that gold lead's going to extend. LeBlanc is going to be a big threat. Sniper's Ambessa is going to be very good in team fights. And Surdy being able to get himself back in the game with this Draven puts him in a pretty good position.
This is an interesting one. We've got 8 kills in 8 minutes. Honestly, it's a little low for what I would expect from a show match, so I'm hoping they can keep the gas pumped. Let's take another look at the replay from bottom lane, which we didn't get to see the whole thing of during that big fight.
So Surdy catching absolutely every axe, and XU just kind of just walking himself into death. He goes in for the all-in ult, but Surdy pretty much just auto-attack, saves his flash and barrier the entire time, doesn't even get low. That's a jungler playing Katarina right there.
So that's also a top laner playing Draven, but I want to talk about Surdy for a second, because you already mentioned how this guy was like top 2 accounts on the ladder.
Yeah.
top 2 accounts on the ladder, the way that matchmaking works in League of Legends, red side always has the slightly higher MMR, so he was always on red side. He played a ton of ranged top laners because he always got counterpick, right? You don't want to blind pick some ranged top laner and then just get spam cam. So he ends up playing all these ranged champions top, and so he's the best top laner to play AD carry. It's an obvious choice.
I mean, Kobe and the top laners is looking more and more genius as this continues because they are very versatile beings. Yeah, they can stand up to all kinds of adversity.
And most of them are also now playing in lanes that will actually receive attention. It's an entirely different world for them, getting resources and attention from their teammates. Nice stun there from the Zale with a Shattering Strike on Licorice. Does get himself back to the safety of that Noxian Tier 1 turret as Inspired has made his way into the top lane with a nice decimating smash. Wombo combo with Yawn and Snipers down. 5-4 game, Team Draven.
Nicely done. Inspired does it again. We said that it was going to be hard for Sion to help out the Riven. Not for Inspired. He actually finds the windows. He's only 2 CS down to Kobe's Mordekaiser and has made a massive impact on the game.
I don't know, Jed. I'm thinking this guy's pretty good.
He's so good.
He's pretty good at League of Legends.
Yeah, his lore. I mean, if talking about last year for Inspired, everyone loved him in spring. He had that very brief villain arc with the Inspired Jensen drama and their fallout at MSI.
Yeah.
And then pretty much all through Summer Split, they were building that reputation back up, but through it all, like, Inspired just didn't care. He literally just wanted to talk about League of Legends. If you'd ever meet him in the studio, or if you ever saw him on pros, as we see Sven just all-inning Surdy, demolishing him.
Sven wants that fight. Nearly died in the process, but both of them had barriers, so Sven was able to survive the whirling death, which would have lived up to its name otherwise.
Yeah, and just to go back to Inspired one more time, like, he is just such a devoted League of Legends player. He knows every role. He talks about it all the time with every player. He does have times when he comes across too strong or says things the wrong way, but it's absolutely worth it for this guy because he just is a student of the game and he's so damn good.
And I feel like it comes from the right place, right?
Yeah.
If he's going to be confrontational with somebody, it's going to be because he has a strong opinion on the game. This is a dude who is just constantly eating, sleeping, and breathing League. Yawn's not about to be breathing much more at all. Shutdown credit over to Kobe on the Mordekaiser, but Inspired and XU are both here. Inspired going to need to be a little bit careful. Fudge does catch him out here in the top side of the river. The entirety of Team Darius is up here. Inspired's going to lead the charge. Zale goes in for the Magnet Storm. Locks up only Kobe. Decimating smash. As Sven finds the first kill of the fight. And XU's looking to go to Reset City. Ain't going to find the damage he needs just yet. Trying to get away from Fudge now. The Ignite's still ticking. Fudge needs one more auto when he lands it. But Sven's into the back line yet again. He's going to reset now as Licorice is in trouble. But Sven is exhausted. Zerdy gets to clean him up. It's a double kill of it a Fudge. Now Inspired's got to try to retreat as it looks like Yawn may make his way into the fight, but things are finally settling down 8-8. It's a bloodbath.
Yawn teleports in on the backside just as things are cooling off. It had looked so good at the beginning of the fight for FlyQuest Inspired, who is on Team Draven, led by Azale. But then,
nice save.
Yes, but by the end of it, the exhaust comes in super clutch as Ven tried to all in and really turned the fight for Kobe's team Darius.
You know, for what it's worth, I have to spend so much of my mental resources not doing that same thing.
This is another example of how damn good you are.
You're so used to doing it. It's hard to unlearn. As the Void Grubs are now being seized by Team Draven. Team Darius trying to stop it. Azale goes in for the crash down. Looks to keep 2 of them away. Kobe trying to contest here for some of the objectives, but he's in the middle of everybody on the other team. Finally going to be reinforced by Licorice here now. Oh boy. But Kobe has already dropped. Fudge tries to get away. Sven taking the kill credit on Kobe as Fudge wants to escape, but it's a 1v5 and the man ain't alive. Shut down over to XU.
Wait, what happened in the modal? What happened in the modal? I want to know. I want to know because he came out at like half HP somehow.
The next Drake would actually give them the feats of strength. Also, reminder, the LTA North starts January 25th at 1 p.m. Pacific. Do not miss that. XU level 10 sniper also trying to get this first turret.
And despite the fact that Team Draven is once again leading in kills, despite the fact that they've gotten 6 grubs to none, like you already pointed out, still down in gold.
Yeah.
Because of the farm. Draven also helps with that, obviously, because of League of Draven adoration stacks.
Yeah.
But still, really impressive farm leads here. Still plus 24 up the top lane, plus 15 in mid. Sniper versus Yawn down here bot side. Sniper doing a good job, just going in, finding his quick, snappy damage, then disengaging back away. As Licorice, I don't know if you're going to be able to rebuttal that one, but he does survive just long enough. XU needs one more hit, but he doesn't find it. Fudge with the kill.
He gets another rebuttal at the end. Yon also going all in for Sniper.
Sniper's down to 200 HP. Azael is ready to help out his top laner, and Azael gets the kill on that one.
I think this is the best show match in recent memory from a competitiveness standpoint. We are still very close here, 14 minutes into the game. 400 gold difference, only 2 kill difference. Feats of strength coming down to the wire. Yon and Fudge are racing for that first turret as far as I can tell.
Plates are gone.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's more of a denial of Feats if Fudge can get this, but I believe it's just going to go over to Yon here.
Yeah.
And they got it. That's the Feats.
Okay.
Bonus boots.
Secured for the side of Team Draven. If y'all have been asleep, not been paying too much attention to the early season changes, getting 2 out of 3 of those feats does secure you that big, well, I guess it's not as huge according to the devs information that we've seen online, but it does give you some extra power in upgrading your boots naturally. Then once you have the 2 big ticket items completed, you can pay for another boot enhancement a little bit later on in the game, as Fudge loses his clone to XU, does have to retreat back underneath that tier 1 turret up here in the top side. Gold's still dead even. And yeah, like you're talking about, I think that show matches usually end up being either, and we were talking about this before the show, they end up being 40 to 40 or 40 to 10.
Yes.
And this is feeling more like a 40 to 40.
I mean, will we even get the, which Otacon are we going to be able to get? Is it bloody enough?
Okay, I think it'll be bloody enough. So, for those of you who also might not know this one, Voracious Otacon is the smaller one who happens in less... Never mind.
Okay,
We got some PvP over the mid lane. Zerdy's already dead. Sven taking a kill. XU pushing top in the meantime. It's a big power play across the map in 2 separate lanes here for the side of Team Draven. But the cost is Kobe claiming the Infernal Drake at the same time. That should be 2 Drakes over for Team Darius. Also, don't miss the return of Pros on Monday, January 20th. A reminder on that one, Pros are back. We'll see what they have to say about this new season before things kick off.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to get some little power rankings out of the players, maybe. A little bit of banter from them.
All right.
Yeah. Hopefully it's with Sven and Surti and Inspired, but we'll see.
That sounds like a fun crew.
Yeah, that's who we're trying to get.
Well, Sniper's looking to have some fun down here himself. Jumps in after Yon, finds a quick bursty trade there. Yon popping the ulti, trying to go back in after him here. He's not going to find a whole ton just yet, but he does bait him in long enough for Azael.
Oh,
but
boy.
Sniper's ready to turn it around, make it a 1v2, turn this one into a highlight reel. Azael's saying, yep, you got me.
I'm okay, I'm on point. That's just the best feeling as a support when you go to gank and you're one person who can do damage dies and you just have to slowly walk away.
It's like, all right, see you, man. Yep,
Oh,
well
fun.
played. Oh, XU. Just barely holds on. Yep, survives with 30 HP. Oh, we nearly walked into the Whirling Death. But it does keep him there long enough for Fudge to claim the kill. Make it a 1-for-1 as Inspired shows up to mop up the enemy mid lane. But now Inspired is in the middle of a 1v3. He is Scion. He is very tanky. Can they even kill him? I would assume they will be able to kill him.
Yeah, but he's going to get 2 Heartsteals? Okay.
Nice.
That is my favorite thing to do on a Heartsteel champion when you're for sure dead.
Just get as many stacks as you can.
Because if you get like 3 or 4, I swear it might be worth it. Because it speeds up your acceleration through the rest of the game. It does a bunch of damage in the moment. It probably isn't, but it's definitely incredibly satisfying.
I mean, 4 Heartsteel procs is like a Ruby Crystal of health.
Exactly.
Because a Ruby Crystal is 150, right? So, hold on, I'm double checking.
So
this just
they
to
have
make sure I'm not
changed,
crazy.
they have nerfed Heartsteel a bit in the new season. As far as I can tell, it does a little bit more damage early, but then doesn't scale quite as quickly, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because it's not about bonus health, it's about max health.
Zerdy's got to try to get away from Sven now. A Sniper has showed up to intercept the enemy AD carry. Shut down for the Ambessa, and Sniper ties the game up on kills yet again. Now it's a big push for the tier 1 turret mid from Team Darius, and they should just knock this sucker down. Nicely done. Claiming that one. That is, I believe, yes sir, the last of the tier 1 turrets standing on the map. Both teams now tied 3-3 on turret count, having removed all tier 1s.
Very nicely done. A little bit of top laner coordination coming in from Kobe's team. Kobe pulls them in, but he doesn't have backup at the moment, so he's just going to have to back away.
It's a little dicey, so we do have Rift Herald live on the map right now, and it's a little bit under 90 seconds until Otacon spawns. This guy is super dangerous too. If you start that fight and you're not prepared for it and your opponents collapse, it's like Baron tier disaster.
It really is, and he shreds your armor and MR too, which I think a lot of players aren't necessarily aware of. So if you start it, the other team engages on you, you actually just die. Yeah. So it's really tricky. I think you mainly do have to find team fights, and I love the games where it's situations like this, where there's the Rift Herald, and you're taking it right about the time that Otacon is going to spawn. Because sometimes you can get a 2-for-1 if the other team decides to either just scout or check. For instance, they can pick Licorice here, and then maybe they can go straight from this pick into Otacon.
Licorice trying to get out there, flashes to survive, but he reflects it. A beautiful rebuttal on the wind slash saves Licorice's life. Now, can Team Draven make their exit? Team Darius is looking to collapse. Sniper into the middle of everybody. Kobe's claw isn't going to find the mark, but Azale jumps right back in with a magnet storm. Yawn about to die here first in the fight, and Kobe clears the kill. Sven drops right next to him.
Let's go to triple! Pass the kill! Give me more! I'm chasing no matter what.
In the time machine, and he's got no mercy. Inspired and Azale are on the run, and Team Darius is on the hunt. There's blood in the water, and Azale's squad is drowning.
Give him the
Inspired with the flash away. The timer already ran out.
I don't care.
The timer already ran out.
It don't count if he kills them both.
They're getting away.
Get him, Kobe. The triple kill for Kobe, though. That's hype. Farms all gave up Mordecai, so he's been keeping up with some of the objectives, and he's going to be a force. He's got this. For everyone saying he can only play Volibear, this guy, he still loves League of Legends. He still hits high elo every single year.
Yeah.
What was his peak? Grandmaster?
I think last year he was Grandmaster. Yeah.
Yeah. And he can do it with Noxus champions.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I was a little bit worried coming into the game today, because I know Kobe plays a lot. I know he's consistently high elo, and I know he plays Volibear.
Yeah.
Now, I might not know who's from Noxus, but I know that Volibear is not. So I was a little bit worried what he was going to play, how he was going to pilot it. But right now he's 5-3. As Otacon is in the river, and it looks like it's Team Draven gonna start the buff up first. Team Darius needs to bring everybody to the party.
They don't kill it
gonna make
fast.
his way up from mid lane. Yeah, Otacon's very tanky. This is not something you're just gonna burn down like a basic elemental Drake. Team Darius stepping up, ready to challenge here in the Otacon pit. Keep your eyes on Otacon when he does that big slash. It's a massive AoE, can put a lot of damage into your health bars. Kobe went too far forward. Right as we were praising him, they put him in the dirt. Now a 5v4 for Team Draven, but the health bars are a little bit compromised. Otacon down to under 3,000 HP. Inspired jumping right back in, looking to fight these guys. X used the first to drop in. Inspired in some trouble. Ruinous Otacon claimed by Team Draven. They're going to get the bonuses from that one for the rest of the game, but it's a double kill back over to 30. Azale still trying to stand and fight, but it's a triple. Is that a quadra? Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the bodies hit the floor. Team Darius just cleaning them off the rip.
Was it worth it? Was 50% more power from your 0 Drakes worth it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, the Grubs are going to be more powerful, but Surdy getting the quadra kill after Kobe got caster cursed at the start of the fight. It is still worth it, and that is the biggest lead we have had thus far.
Okay, so the Otacon goes over to Team Draven here in the blue, but let's take another look at how the fight started, because it looked bad at the beginning with Kobe being too far forward.
He didn't have his ult quite yet, so it's a pretty easy turn by Team Azale to be able to finish him off, but then what looks like happened is the classic objective or fight. Inspired really makes sure he can get the objective, but ends up dying in the process, and they kind of forget about the fight. So Sniper is the one to me who actually does a lot of the work in the back line during this fight, even though he's not the one that picks up the kills as Surdy gets the quadra. One cute, funny thing that I thought was Inspired just bashing the roses in his zombie form, trying to pick as many as he could, but ends up not really being worth it, and Surdy making his LTA debut with the quadra kill.
And that's one of the things is you got to make sure, especially if you're doing Ruinous Otacon, that is the one that's stronger. That's the one that's going to be in the game if you have more kills on the map. But he doesn't give you the Guardian Angel thing. Instead, you get the buff to the buffs, like you were talking about, and there's a million flowers. So he wanted to make sure that he got that prize and didn't just surrender it to the opponents. The flowers actually give you a lot of adaptive force, too.
They really do. By the end of the game, if you got 50 to 90 flowers, you're substantially stronger than if you haven't been collecting. So they will matter throughout the game.
All right, let's see how this is going to go down here. It is a 6,000 gold lead for Team Darius. They are starting to pull away with the lead on this one. Licorice pretty confident here on the Mel. As Inspired gets hit by the second part of the route there from Fudge. Kobe goes in for the pull on Sven, but he won't find him. Now is able to Magnet Storm onto 2, goes for the stun, but he won't find Sturdy, who gets away here with a barrier right now with a very start. Kobe's about to drop, and Sven takes the kill. Nicely fought so far, but Sturdy's going dominating. Sven's going down. Azael's going with him, and the fight's going straight to hell for Team Draven. Team Darius is just too far ahead.
This guy does not play Ribbon, bro. This guy does not play Ribbon. He does not play that shit.
And my eyes were on Sniper in the back line during that fight. Right after Kobe went down, a lot of the cooldowns had been burned, and Sniper's Ambessa absolutely demolished their backline. It also made it so that Sturdy was generally unthreatened and was able to just free hit away in that fight. And that's another one pretty easily going over to Team Darius.
There's the final kill. There's the ace. You could even see the Rift Herald had to be summoned up in the top lane. The timer just ran out. There was no way to find a real good use for it. So bad to worse here for Team Draven, as the things that they have acquired, the Grubs and the Herald, not really finding the opportunity to use them, and their opponents just beating them down.
Yeah, you can see Azael sees a window to get onto Sturdy, but the follow-up can't quite make it there. Sturdy uses the barrier. Katarina can't quite close, and then right now, Sniper on the bottom right, flies in, finishes off Sven, easily dashes in for the Rel and Scion since they have no damage left. Inspired definitely gets the Heartsteel proc in the end, but it doesn't matter. And Azael, he's starting the Baron. It's desperation time.
All right, you gotta do the Hail Mary sometimes, man. They're too far behind. 9,000 gold separates the teams. XU trying to distract his opponents, but Kobe is ready for the Baron steal. He wants his moment, but XU has killed Fudge. Is this the chance for Team Draven, or is Kobe gonna do it?
I got it.
Wait, Inspired. Losing Smite to Kobe.
Godlike in the aftermath. Sniper's doing the same. Inspired and XU can't do anything but look on as their team is decimated.
Just like in 2011, Kobe steals the Baron. I don't think Inspired scouted it out. I don't think he knew what Kobe was capable of with these Baron steals. He wasn't watching back then.
Kobe brought his A game, man. He got the triple kill earlier. He manages to find the Baron steal. Now let's take another look at it.
It's just a mess. I mean, XU manages to assassinate Fudge, and then it is a straight up flip, 1,400, 1,100, and Kobe gets that 1,200 damage smite just at the perfect time. Gets a decent amount of damage off before dying, but the interesting thing about this is every time Kobe dies, Sniper is right behind him, and then he's the one who cleans it up, and this is the Showmatch dream for Kobe.
I love the smile on his face, man. That is the look of a man who has loved League of Legends for over a decade and is still having just as much fun as he did back in the day.
You just can't outsmite this man on stage.
These two good,
as we learned in 2011 and again here today in 2025.
14 years later.
Hasn't lost it.
The truth remains the truth. Yawn getting away there from Fudge. The problem is, man, Noxus now belongs to Team Darius. This is so scary for the Draven team to step outside of their own vision, of their own turrets. Inspired trying to find an angle here to make the play, but without a solid connect. Now he's just isolated from the rest of his squad, trying to buy a little bit of space. Kobe versus XU in the 1v1 in the death realm. XU wins. Sturdy's gone legendary as Inspired drops. Sniper trying to get away from the dead Scion. It's already a triple over to Sturdy. He's about to get even more. Sniper goes legendary and takes one of them, but it's a second quadra for the Draven for Sturdy.
Almost the pentakill right there. Ambessa takes it away. And if they want to with this Baron buff, I think they can get that Nexus down.
All right, final push. The minion wave is crashing into the turrets, and those turrets are not long for Summoner's Rift. It was close for a long time.
A surrender.
Wow. Team Draven throws in the towel, and Kobe and the top laners, they get it done.
Team top lane?